Hi everyone, it's Chris again. In this next step of the Screencast series, I'm going to show you how to set up the initial view controller, which is going to be wrapped in a navigation controller, and get rid of some of the stuff that the Xcode template gives you to begin with that we don't really need. So firstly, they give you a blank view controller here, called view controller. It's not much use to us to have a view controller called view controller, so we'll get rid of that. The app also starts with a storyboard. Ever since Xcode and iOS 5, Apple has been pushing storyboards, but I'm still not convinced that they're the most flexible way of building your app, so I'm going to remove that. And because I've removed that, I also need to remove the reference to it in the info plist. And now I'll save everything. Okay, so that's removed a lot of the junk that the template that Xcode gave us to begin with. So let's start again. Let's make our initial view controller. Now this will be a table. So I'm just going to make a folder for view controllers to go into. Here's a little trick. If you make them outside of Xcode and drag them in, then when it creates the folders, they actually get mirrored on the file system as opposed to standard Xcode groups which don't get reflected on the file system, which is a bit messy. So you create them, name them what you want, drag them in, do copy and the correct targets. Now we delete this. We now view controllers. Let's make the first view controller. Now this view controller will be a table, and it'll be a table of the categories. So I'm going to call it the category view controller. Categories. No nib file and Objective-C again. Notice that it's actually put it in the view controllers folder and the target is correctly set. All we really want to do to start with here is set the title. So what we'll do, we'll override the init method. What we've created here is a standard init method, and it's a plain init, but it calls to the super init with style. We're using that because this is a TableView controller subclass. And all we want to do at init time is set the title to categories. Actually, we'll set the title to be the name of the app. And in the app delegate, in the app did it finish launching, this is where we will initialize our new window, our navigation controller, and our categories view controller. So firstly, we need to import it. We need to set up our window. We need to give it a root view controller. So this is our navigation controller, which is going to contain our categories view controller. So firstly, we need to make the categories view controller. Now we've created it, we can use it as the root of our navigation. And now we've got the navigation controller, we can use that as the root controller for the window. Great. Now let's run that and see how we go. Okay, it's launched. You'll notice that you've got the navigation bar up the top, which was provided by the navigation controller. We've got the lines for all the rows, which is given to us by the table view controller subclass, and the title from where we set self.title. So this is a good foundation that we'll work from in the future steps of this screencast. Thanks for watching.